Hello, my name is Sarah Croston, and this is my presentation on roads and raptors. This presentation will highlight the findings of my thesis work, where I explored the relationship of roads and reported raptor collisions on Washington state highways. The dataset I used came from the Washington State Department of Transportation. I navigated their carcass removal database, specifically searching for raptor collisions that occurred between 2015 and 2020. Roads pose numerous problems for wildlife. Vehicle strikes kill millions of animals each year worldwide, and the barrier effect imposed by roads can impede habitat connectivity for most species, even flying ones such as bats and birds. Birds experience high rates of mortality due to vehicle collisions. Raptors are highly susceptible to vehicle collisions due to their hunting and feeding behaviors. WashDOT's maintenance department is responsible for disposing of carcasses from highways and inputting the data into their wildlife carcass removal database. I began my thesis process by cleaning and sorting the data. The research questions I set out to answer included: where are raptors being hit and killed due to vehicle collisions on Washington state highways? What are the emerging temporal and spatial trends in the data? Are there hotspots that appear? Are there certain times a year in which more raptor collisions are reported? And thirdly, what is the methodology in capturing raptor data within the wildlife carcass removal database? Are there gaps in the data? And how can this data source be strengthened? For the purposes of this presentation, I'll be focusing on answering questions 1 and 2. So this table shows my overall results from 2015 to 2020. 995 raptor collisions were reported, with owls accounting for more than half of that data. Hawks made up a little bit more than 25% of the data, and the remaining data was made up of bald eagles, golden eagles, and turkey vultures, which accounted for a very small percentage of the overall findings. So my thesis relied heavily on GIS work. So this is the first map that just shows where in the state the raptor carcasses were being reported. Owls are noted in pink diamonds here, and hawks in purple diamonds. And there's a fair amount of overlap in the state of where hawk and owl carcasses were found from 2015 to 2020. And these two graphs show raptor carcass removals by county and raptor carcasses found by region. WashDOT breaks the state up into 6 different regions, the Northwest region accounting for a large amount of carcasses, in particular Skagit County. I then ran a kernel density test using the same parameters that WashDOT uses when determining deer hotspot areas within the state. And that area in Skagit County was the densest area of raptor collisions. And here's just another map that shows the Skagit region. In particular, I-5 was a huge hotspot for those raptor collisions reported there. And besides that area north of Seattle in the Skagit area, there were 3 other hotspots that occurred within the state. Another one on I-5 occurring in the southwestern portion of the state, and then the 2 other hotspots occurred on I-90, which runs east to west in the state, here and here. So in conclusion, animal collisions only tell part of the story. There's a lot of animals that will avoid roads completely, and that has a huge impact on habitat connectivity for those species. There is a lot more to learn in this growing field of road ecology, and my exploratory thesis could lead to more research within those 4 hotspot raptor carcass removal areas of the state. And with that, I would like to thank WashDOT for allowing me to use this data during my time as serving as lead habitat connectivity intern.